All right, guys, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about something a lot of people are going to miss when it comes to Zbec, and we're going to break down what it means that you have Elizabeth Warren trying to stop Ripple from being or having a national trust bank operating license. We're going to talk about that as well. Elizabeth Warren's fight with that and what it means for Ripple and XRP. That sounds good for you guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Let's dive in. Altcoin market looking juicy, nice and green again today. But when will the drop show itself? We know that it's coming. And a lot of people are frustrated, but that's what crypto does. It frustrates you, right? When you know something's coming, it makes you wait. So it is only a matter of time, in my opinion. The drop will come. But for now, the market looks strong, looks healthy. Hopefully, you guys are making some profits, taking said profits, rolling them around, and turning them into more profits. If you know how to do that, which I hope that you do. Let's go have a look over at Bitcoin, though. See what it's signaling for the markets. All right, guys, same old, sitting here. We've fallen out of this little bear flag that we're in to the downside, and then man, we dropped yesterday as low as like 74,360 ish, then all the way back up to around 77,420. But then we ended up dropping below the bottom trend line of this bear flag. It closed below it. We tried to wick above it again this morning, back up to 77,570, but we collapsed back down below it again. So it doesn't matter where we wick to, it matters where these full body candles close. And we are continuing to close these body candles outside the bottom of the bear flag. So all we've done is drop out of it, come back up to test the bottom trend line as resistance, which we've done. Are we going to collapse back down to 75K before the end of today? We do have the weekly close later this evening, so we're going to be paying attention to that. Is there going to be a tug of war between the bulls and the bears before we get this weekly close? I would guess so. I think the bears are going to try to push us down to that 75K or below, because if we can do that, the head and shoulders pattern will likely play out and we will collapse and capitulate further to the downside. So a lot of people calling for 60K again all of a sudden. Everyone was telling me I was wrong when we were at 82 and I said we were going down, but now all of a sudden I'm seeing all these articles coming out saying 60K is the target. It's nice to be right sometimes. I'm just messing with you guys. This is all about probabilities, as we know, right? So the probability always was and has been 70% move to the downside, as you know, 30% to the upside. So here we are capitulating with a 70% chance. Not a surprise, really. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the article. Shout out to our channel sponsor, Coin Vigilante. They make custom crypto watches or custom watches for your business. I absolutely love these watches, guys. I definitely have one of my own. I will be adding more to my collection. I absolutely love these things. They're slick. They charge simply by wearing them. Don't even have to change batteries or anything like that. So check it out today, guys. If you use our link down below, you'll get a fantastic deal on them. They are a great limited edition collector's item, and they look fantastic on my wrist anyway. Check them out, guys. Links down below. All right, look at this. The face only a mother could love. Elizabeth Warren. Infamous U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren says the OCC approval allowing Ripple to operate as a national trust bank is illegal. This is a serious problem to have people so incompetent in a senator's position. She's actually ridiculous and needs to go immediately. So what does this all mean for Ripple? Let's talk about it. So first off, what the heck is a national trust bank, right? Normal banks take your money, give loans, and pay checks. A national trust bank is a special kind of bank that the big US government, called the OCC, lets you run. It doesn't take regular people's checking accounts. Instead, it holds and protects big, important stuff for companies, like giant piles of money that back a stablecoin, Ripple's RLUSD dollar token, or digital assets for rich investors and banks. Think of it like a super safe government approved vault that only does trust jobs, custody, reserve management, stuff like that. Ripple just got permission to open one called Ripple National Trust Bank, or RNTP. It got conditional approval in December of 2025, and the rules got even better in April of 2026. So it's moving forward fast. Ripple owns it 100%. It's headquartered in New York and watched by the US government like a hawk. So what does this mean for Ripple, the company? Picture Ripple as a kid who's really good at soccer, but the grown-up league wouldn't let them play because you're not official. Now the biggest referee in America, the OCC, just gave Ripple an official jersey and said, "You're in the league." Super legit now. Big banks, companies, and governments were scared to work with Ripple before because it was just a crypto company. Now Ripple has a real federal bank charter. It's like getting a driver's license from the president. RLUSD stablecoin gets a huge glow up. So RLUSD is the Ripple's digital dollar. The new bank will hold all the real dollars that back every RLUSD. So they're backed 1-to-1. That makes RLUSD safer and more trusted than most other stablecoins. More people and banks will want to use it because it's regulated and watched like a hawk by government agencies. They can custody crypto for huge customers. Institutions can now legally park their Bitcoin, XRP, or whatever in Ripple's bank vaults under federal rules. Now, most of you guys, if you've been here for a while, you know that I told you that the next thing after stablecoin yield on in exchanges, the banks were going to go after custodying crypto. They want to be the ones to custody people's crypto, right? And here we are. They don't want these licenses going out to crypto companies like Ripple, who are taking business away from the banks. Now all the people who want someone to custody their crypto are going to Ripple instead of the bank, because the bank can't custody crypto yet, right? So that's your connection to Elizabeth Warren, who is backed by big banks. She fights on behalf of big banks, despite the fact that she was elected on the guise that she was there to fight against big banks, right? So she's doing the opposite of what she was voted into Congress to do, right? Easier payments and money moving. Ripple can plug straight into the real banking system more easily. They even applied for a master account at the Federal Reserve, basically a direct line to U.S. money highways. Bottom line for Ripple: less headaches, more customers, more money coming in. It's a massive win for the company. So the next question is, what does this mean for XRP? Well, XRP is the token that lives on Ripple's network. It's like the gas or the bridge that helps money zip around the world super fast without banks slowing it down. This bank news doesn't make XRP the bank coin, but here's what it actually does. More real world use case. So now that Ripple is a real bank, more big institutions will feel safe using Ripple's payment system. When they do big international money transfers, they often need XRP as a quick bridge to swap currencies. More transfers equals more XRP needed. No more, but Ripple isn't regulated excuses banks used to say, nah, too risky. Now Ripple's regulated like a bank. That excuse is gone. Long-term bullish, good for price. It doesn't make XRP moon overnight, but it makes XRP more useful every day. Useful things tend to end up going up in value over time. Not a direct pump. XRP's price won't automatically jump just because of this. It's like adding a better engine in a car. The car drives better, but you still have to drive it. Adoption takes time. Extra good stuff. Ripple stablecoin, RLUSD, and XRP can work together even better now. One is the safe dollar, the other is the fast bridge. So that's basically what it means for Ripple and for XRP. Now let's close things out with some Zbec. I know you guys have been waiting for that Zbec. piece. So let's get into it here from Crypto Chrome. Shout out to him. Make sure you give him a follow over on X, guys. Most people still think ZEBEC is a volatility story. That may end up being the biggest misunderstanding. Let's listen in.
Most people still think ZBCN is just another crypto token people trade online. But what if the real story has nothing to do with trading at all? Because historically, the biggest financial transitions usually start underneath the surface, long before the public emotionally understands what they're looking at. And that's why this moment feels different. While most retail investors are still obsessing over price charts, retirement infrastructure just expanded into ZBEC. Now stop and think about what that actually means. Retirement money is designed to avoid unstable systems. It moves slowly, carefully, long-term. The kind of capital built to protect wealth for decades. So why is that money starting to connect into ecosystems tied to real-time payroll, stablecoin settlement, and global payment infrastructure? That should make people uncomfortable, because it suggests the financial system may be changing in a way most people still don't fully understand. The public watches volatility, institutions watch infrastructure, and those are not the same game. While social media keeps arguing over candles and short-term price movement, the deeper financial rails keep expanding quietly underneath the surface. And with the token unlock phase complete, no new supply entering circulation, partnerships keep growing, the compliance layer keeps expanding, the payment connections keep getting deeper, and historically, the people focused on the wrong signals usually realize it last, because the public often waits for price to confirm what infrastructure already revealed. That's why moments like this matter. Not because someone online screamed, "Buy crypto," but because if systems connected to money movement, payroll, and financial infrastructure really are positioning around networks like ZBEC network, most people may not realize how early this stage was until the transition already feels obvious to everyone else.
So that's the thing, guys. Most people are missing the fact that, and it's okay to miss it. I mean, a lot of people who are holding ZEBEC, for example, don't understand exactly just how big this is and may end up as a result selling way too early, right? But as long as you got skin in the game, I suppose you're okay. I mean, it's never financial advice, but this is so much bigger than a lot of people realize, in my opinion. And it's just the beginning, you guys. It's just the beginning. Well, guys, we dropped yet another possible 100x utility altcoin over in our Patreon community. Join the Gem Hunters today to find out what these 100x utility plays are all about and how you can add them to your portfolio. Just like ZEBEC, guys, which ended up helping a lot of people pay off their mortgages, pay off their weddings, pay off their auto loans, but most importantly, so many people in our community retired from their jobs forever and are now sitting with their toes in the sand simply because they were willing to pay the price of a cup of coffee to find these projects early, to get in on how we do this properly, and to succeed in this space. The link is in the description. Join me, join thousands of other members today while we continue to find and track down these 100x altcoin utility gems, not meme coins, utility gems that do absolutely amazing, just like we did with ZEBEC, guys, and XCN, and many others. We also have a 7-figure portfolio course that you get for free as a Patreon member. You get to follow along every single day. We drop a new video for you guys to follow along on every single strategy we're employing through this cycle, what we're buying, what we're selling, our moon bags, our swing trades, and everything else in between, what gems we're adding to the portfolio. Follow along on a daily basis. You also get your morning market overview, your evening market overview every single day. Our Patreon live streams, where you get to ask all the questions and have direct exposure to me personally. You can book one-on-one or group coaching calls, and all of our other Patreon-only content. And guys, if you're still listening, by the way, yesterday, I also dropped a video for our Patreon community, another passive income opportunity where you can get 24 to 35% yield on your plume. And we also dropped where you could get 20% on your ZEBEC and much, much more. That's what we do. We help people make passive income to build up more dry powder as well so that they can buy even more dips, right? All that and more, guys. Again, the link is down below. Check it out for yourself today. Like I said, you got nothing to lose. It's the price of a cup of coffee. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.